We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight it's the first of four between the Mustangs and the Elite. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Michael Kopech, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Here's Starlin Castro, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off for the Mustangs, the second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Now here's the pitch. First pitch of the ball game misses here, and that's how we begin this four-game weekend set. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what do they have to do to get the season off to a good start on the road?
Yeah, Matty, this team has been putting up a lot of runs lately. From top to bottom, just swinging the bat super nice. Pass the baton mentality. Guys not trying to do too much, trusting in the teammates behind them.
So digging in now, Ben Gamel, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Popped him up. Bichette takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 4. Ketel Marquez.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the infielder Ketel Marte. First delivery to him on the way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1 with no score after a half an inning. Brady Singer will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
It's not easy as a rookie to go out there and establish yourself. Get the off-speed pitches over and just try to be the same pitcher that you were in the minor leagues. And one of the big keys, not get ahead of yourself.
Standing in, Bichette, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
This guy's having a really good year for his age, but this is something we've seen a lot lately. Young players coming up and impacting the lineup.
Here comes the first pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Into the corner and slicing foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. grounder down the line at third. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. On the ground to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove, and the leadoff man is aboard.
Can I talk my shit again? Even if I don't hit again, dog, are you fucking kidding?
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. He's set. Here it comes. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
On it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Giro, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The windup and the 0-1. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Taking in Juan Soto. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Not sure this guy really has a legit shot at winning the Triple Crown. He's not in the top 5 in home runs, but he certainly has had a rock-solid season.
Here's the first pitch to him.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. So here's Michael Chavis now, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 0-1 the count. And he misses with it. 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Sharp ground ball to third. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
the left fielder, Matt Beatty.
Now batting, Matt Beatty. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on the way.
Ball that good.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Lifted in the air out to left. Soto is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 21, Todd Frazier.
Now to the plate, Todd Frazier. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Frazier in front, 3 balls and a strike. High in the air out to center field. Acuña's there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So striding forward now, Juan Soto. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting.
This guy's had a super season so far, and we're well into the baseball season, so this isn't a fluke. He's been swinging the bat great all year.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
The 1-0. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. If you were to describe right field in one word, I think it would be cannon. And that's what this guy brings to the table. An absolute cannon to go along with great range. Don't test the arm.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. The 1-0 home. And there's a base hit on the line.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
In now, Yordan Alvarez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 22 home runs and 71 runs batted in. Now the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give a home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
Coming to the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. taken low in the dirt for a ball. Guerrero, a Canadian native. He was taken in the second round during the 2020 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He is...
And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away. Here's the left-handed batter, Ruth. We take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. From the stretch. In there, no balls and a strike.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
And he lays off for ball one. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball two.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at-bat.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Alonso, the runner at third. Alvarez at second. Guerrero at first. One gone. And that misses. Ball four. A run will come in to score. Settling in now, Joey Bart, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Ball one, as the changeup misses well off the inside. And it's 1-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with two away now. Into the box now, Bichette. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. Kelnick is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just one run. So one run on two base hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We'll go now to the top of the third. Las Vegas is on top 1-0. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson, the first to bat here in the inning. Pitch on the way. Left center, base hit.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Jared Kelnick.
At the plate, Jared Kelnick, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one. He'll come in here at 259. 3 homers and 6 RBIs. A pause and the 0-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch until he proves he can lay off of it.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Ready with the 0-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
So here's Starlin Castro. Hit in the air out to left. Oh, and he misses it. Soto will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Digging in for his second at-bat, Torres, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Now the pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. To third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And there's one away.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base path. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Ready for another chance? Ronald Acuna. He threw a base on balls his first time up. Now here it comes. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2. The 2-2. Shoots this one over to first. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Digging in to try it again. Juan Soto hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-0 now.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Now the 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
3-2 pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. The next 3-2. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Beatty has it. The side is retired. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Now the pitch. Line towards center field. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single.
The batter, the right fielder, Ketel Marte.
So now to the plate, Ketel Marte. And he is tied up on the fastball there to start things out. It's strike one.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another. Why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
Hit in the air out to center field. Acuña's there for it. He's got it one away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Michael Chavis.
Into the box now, Michael Chavis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Ready on 0-2. There's a shin high slider laid off for a ball. Pitch in the dirt, and that scoots right on by. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here.
Well, the intent there with that two-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up free bases.
And he struck him out.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get at the chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Standing in now, Matt Beatty, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So here's Pete Alonso. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock in the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. At the plate now, Jordan Alvarez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. He was plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate. That's wide, 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Gets the call on the changeup there, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
And ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Stepping up to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-0 on the way. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is going to find the alley as it heads out toward Mount Davis for extra bases. Now the relay home. And not in time as the second run scores.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Here's Rougned Odor now, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
The 1-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Liner toward right center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the run will come across to score from second, and they open it up to 4-0 now.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
So up steps Joey Bart now. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, number 11.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Now time call here as the manager pops out of the first base dugout. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Eliezer Hernandez answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. To the plate now, Bo Bichette, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. One and one. Here it comes. Fastball called strike. 1-2. 3 runs already home here. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And he'll take strike 3 called, and he needed that one badly on the mound. 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Torres. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
From the stretch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. He's in at second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. Acuna digs in now. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. And not in time as the run scores. Now the throw comes in to hold that second runner at third, so they're at the corners now with still only one away.
Now batter.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game anymore. He had to know that pitch was coming.
Now a throw over, back in standing. Juan Soto to the plate now, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. The 1-0. Runners on the move for second. That's a strike. The throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second. Well, that stolen base was about as bang-bang as they come, and his show track demonstrates to us right here it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. Ready with the 1-1.
Nope. That's inside.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
On a swing to forget there, it's back even at 2-2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Pete Alonso looks like he'll get a second shot here in the inning. He waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he looks at one that misses ball 4, so that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with one away.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Bases are loaded here with one away. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. First delivery to him on the way.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Just way too patient in this situation. With the bases loaded like this is your chance to be the hero.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. So striding in, Yordan Alvarez. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. He's set and the pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And he takes a cold strike 1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. And that misses 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So this once slim lead is slim no longer, as 5 runs come across to score to help build a substantial advantage. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Elite are out in front here, 6-0. Into the box, Todd Frazier. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Frazier, or the Todd Father as he's affectionately called. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. Pitch on the way.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1
If I'm in the box,
All the way. Now the payoff pitch home. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Ready now, Dansby Swanson. He singled his last time up. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Soto will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jared Kelly.
Now at the plate, Jared Kelnick. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
2-0 pitch on the way. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
No balls and a strike to count. Swing and a high chopper. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Elite lead this one 6-0. At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
That one catches the edge of the zone, called the strike. And the 2-1.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter on that one.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Beatty's got it, and there is one away. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs, that's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole, 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there. I'm not sure if you're guessing or you're sitting on a pitch, but boy, that was awfully close to being called a strike.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Weekly hit towards first. Scooped up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the catcher.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and it'll bring Joey Bart up to bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Here's the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Hey! Oh, that's it.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that two-seamer has a mind of its own.
Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Digging in, Starlin Castro. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. The count now at 2-2. The pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Acuna's there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter, Ben Gamble.
Next will be the designated hitter, Ben Gamble. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Acuna is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 4. Marte.
Digging in the switch hitter, Marte. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Stepping in now, Michael Chavis. Oh, and look out as they brush him back here. It's ball one. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. 2 out with the man at first. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, run first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Of the 6th inning now. Stepping up now, Bo Bichette. They could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Marte is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out.
The batter, the second baseman,
Digging in, Torres. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home. To the left side, but it's well foul. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The pitch. Rounded down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. Throw gets him, 2 down. Stepping in, Ronald Acuna. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Beatty. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Here's Todd Frazier now, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. That evens it up 1-1. Now the pitch. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get knocked.
Left side of the infield into the shift. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
In there, strike 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Stepping in, Jared Kelenic, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Here comes Bob. So he'll leave here with 1 out in the 7th as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W. Keone Kela takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike. First and second now, 1 man out. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
The catcher, number 35.
At the plate, Corey Lee. He struck out and bounced into a double play in his first 2 at-bats. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Now the 1-0.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
Hey, last two pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
The 1-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Swing, and he pops him up, and this should get him out of it. Alonso is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. This one pretty well in the bag. 7-inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Las Vegas leads it 6-0. Brad Peacock comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Bottom of the inning now. Here now is Juan Soto. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
3-0 to him now. Now the pitch.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Yanked on the ground down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Ready to deliver the full count pitch, and that misses. Ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chasing up out of the zone.
Now at the plate, Pete Alonso. First pitch on its way. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
The 0-1 pitch.
0-1.
A runner at first with no outs here. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Looking up is the right fielder. At the track, the wall. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Number 23 for him thus far as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Base is empty here with nobody out. High in the air out to center field. Kelnick is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now back, the designated hitter,
Striding in, Rougned Odor. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Swanson in foul ground, and no one will get this one.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Lays off 2-2 now. A full count for Odor, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a wall.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
He's set. Here it comes. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, I'm blown away. Even swung at that pitch, let alone got a knock in it. Well executed changeup down the zone.
That was a really good pitch. If he doesn't put wood on this ball might even bounce. A terrific pitch and a great job of swinging the bat.
Julian Fernandez enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. So now to the plate, Bichette. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Still only one out in the inning. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch.
That's Bolton.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The 2-1. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
Now back, second base.
Now at the plate, Torres. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. From the stretch. The 0-1 on its way. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Beatty retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run home run. 7 complete here tonight. It is now 9-0. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Ben Gamel. His past history with Keone Kela. He's 1 for 2. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Hit hard, but foul. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And he can't get out of the way there. So the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Well, they say beggars can't be choosers. And when you're losing, you can't always choose how you get on base. But you've got to get on any way that you can. So he'll take that, even though it probably hurts a little bit.
Stepping into the box, Ketel Marte. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper 2-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Chavis. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Low for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Striding into the box, Ronald Acuna. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch on its way. and deep to center field. Kelnick is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
The left fielder, number 22.
Now in the box, Juan Soto. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the first pitch to him. A bouncer to the left side. Swanson scoops it up. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. In now, Pete Alonso. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
1-0 count. Here it is. Ground ball left side. Defense set up perfectly. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. We've played 8 full. The Elite on top 9-0. Digging in once again, Matt Beatty starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Jordan Hicks takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Jordan Hicks.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Hicks is at least partially known for his big power slider. A lot of break on that pitch, but what makes it unique is how hard he's able to throw it. Swing and a liner. But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. 1 gone. Ready for another shot now. Todd Frazier, a hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Down the first baseline. The 1-2. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. That misses. 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. 1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. And that is through into left field. A base hit.
First game of a new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
At the plate, Jared Kelenic, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land untouched. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are 2 different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. The Elite took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Michael Kopech hangs win number 11 on his line. Brady Singer struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious